Good morning and welcome to today's ASMR drumming stream. Jared O'Leary. And in today's stream, we're going to be practicing. I'm going to be reviewing some limb independence patterns, and I'm actually working out of this book. Not this one. This one. So the patterns I'm going to be using are from 50 Ways to Syncopations by Dom Moyle. Highly recommend this book. It's fantastic. Dom's also a super chill, cool guy. Phenomenal drummer. But the way that I'm developing limb independence, I can't speak, is following Gary Chester's approach with some other things that I've learned over the many years of drumming, playing marimba, etc. Yes, you need to learn limb independence for marimba, just not quite as many limbs as you're using. But anyways, all these practice streams, I include timestamps in the description in over 350 of these videos. So you can see what I was practicing, how I was working on some stuff, or what I was talking about. Sometimes people come into the different chats that I've got up, because I got 2 YouTubes, I've got an Instagram, I've got Twitch chat up, and they'll ask me some questions. Because I've been drumming since 1998, I have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education, so I have a wide range of performance experience, teaching experience, even research experience, etc. So people ask me some questions about how to teach or how to drum, and I will often edit those answers and put them into this drumming tips playlist. There's well over a dozen hours of free drumming tips in here. And if you click on like the topic for this, like this one is about practicing with a mirror and how the thing that I recommended at the beginning of this video is better than that. But if you click on it, it's actually got timestamps in the description with different topics so you can learn other things that might be helpful for your own playing. So make sure to check that out. And I don't know why it's on such a low video quality. There we go. But this playlist you can actually find in my home tab of YouTube. We've got all of the drumming videos organized on here. Because there's over 2,000 videos, it's a little hard to sort through it all. So if you click on the header right here, it actually expands and it shows you every single one of the playlists on YouTube. And you can just keep scrolling and it shows you more and more and more, and it keeps going. Now, at the top of every one of the videos is a link. The link will take you to jaredoleary.com/drum right here, which takes you to my website, which has everything organized way neater than what I can do on YouTube. So I highly recommend going here. If you're on vertical, it's this link that I'm pointing at. So on my website, we've got 62 chop exercises. We've got over 1,000 grid variations. I'd recommend focusing on rudiment on 1, but you can do this with triplet or 16th note. We've also got some wacky ones down here if you want to do like Herta grid or taps only grid, etc. There's also the limb independent stuff. I'm going to be using a bunch of this today. There's over 150 timing exercises and 55 drum charts that are both straight and swung from slow as 40 beats a minute, to fast as 240. And then here's a video that shows you how I'm working on limb independence. Now today I'm reviewing stuff that ideally I should be good with. So I'm not really going to go through the steps that are outlined in this video, but if you want to see what I do to practice, that's the video to watch. There's over 450 marching bass stuff that you can use. There's several different cadences with the full score available. There's also over 360 technique exercises, so if you want to work on your accent taps, check out that one. If you want to work on endurance and speed, check out that one. If you want to work on like a rudiment, check out the rudiment builders. And then finally, here's the tips, the live streams, and then some scripted lessons and even product reviews that are not sponsored or anything like that. If you want to see what kind of sticks, pads I'm using, just go to /gear. This will take you to there, and you can find Dom's book, the one that I'm working out of, as well as the other 2 books by Gary Chester that I mentioned, and a bunch of other books for other instruments. Here's the pedals I'm using. Here are the low volume cymbals, the low volume heads, blah, 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 blah. You can check all that out at /gear. Now, I am not good at limb independence yet. Most of my practicing since 1998 has been rudimental and concert percussion. So I need to get motivated here with Shia LaBeouf. So Shia, help me out here. Make sure it's not too loud. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go, Shia. I'm going to hide him because of copyright. I got a copyright violation while playing Portal yesterday. Nice. So, you know, try and avoid that. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Ah, yeah. Shia LaBeouf, I'm so ready to work on limb independence. Thank you so much for your motivation. Now, this spreadsheet that I've got here, it's got all of these different limb independence patterns from Dom's book, and it's organized so I can keep track of how I was doing. So, for example, the one that I'll warm up with, on average, I played it at about 167.857 beats a minute. In general, the quality of playing has been technically proficient, etc. So it just keeps track of like how I'm doing with this. So what I'm going to do is play this. Let's do it at 175. And we're going to warm up. What are we going to warm up with? Well, the pattern I'm going to play is a very basic one. This is like your stock pattern that everyone and their mom learns for playing some jazz stuff while reading some charts. So you're just going to ding, 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 okay? This is the ostinato. This is the thing that does not change. The thing that does change is I'm going to read short notes, eighth notes, on the snare drum. And long notes, so quarter notes and above, on the bass drum. Etc. Okay? So that's what the plan is. So to do that, I'm going to go to the limb independence section that is on my website. And I'm going to read through the Swung charts, and because I'm going to do this at 175, I'm going to go into this playlist right here. And there's 55 drum... Oh, man, I can't speak. There's 55 drum patterns, or drum charts inside of here to be able to work up limb independence. So, sure, 26 through 30 sounds great. Now, with all of these play-alongs, you just go into the description where there's timestamps, and you click on the BPM you want, and then it'll count off, and you're ready to go. So you can't hear it, it's muted on your end, but it's coming through my headphones. So 1, 2, ready, and makes so you can practice along. So again, short notes on snare drum, long notes on the bass drum. 2, 1, 2, ready, and oddly enough, my right hand got a little bit off, and I was like, wait, that's not right. The start of each one of these charts has a line where you can improvise or just keep time. 2, ready, and... Now, the reason why there's 55 charts and more to come is because this is to work on sight reading charts. So I don't have these memorized. Reading through all of these. It's a great way to practice charts. A fun one, right? Each like chart has kind of like its own flavor to it. I try to write these to make them so that they're all distinct, all unique. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Whoops. That was rough. I'll blame that on mental rather than like a coordination issue. I was reading stuff wrong and then it screwed me up. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, last chart. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, then you would like her too. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie. Okay. Mostly technically proficient, some reading errors, etc. But in general, it was alright. Need to flip my mouse back over. Yeah. Yeah. This was pattern number 2 out of Dom's book. So we'll say that mostly technically proficient. Not bad for a warm-up. I had fun with it. Cool. Alright, so now I'm going to stretch and massage. So, first one I do. Stretches the sides of the forearms. Take your sticks. You pull them in, you pull them in, you push them through. Ooh, wee. That was a weird throat sound. And you just hold it here for a little bit. Yeah, feels good. And then you go back out the way that you came. Now, if you do traditional grip, rotate and hold, and then rotate and hold. Hold there for like 20 or 30 seconds. But I don't play traditional anymore, so I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is stretch the underside of my forearms now. So you can pull the fingers back, all 4 of them, or you could do 2 at a time, and then 2 at a time if you want a deeper, more isolated stretch. Apparently that one is good for carpal tunnel. That's according to, like, hand doctors. I'm not that kind of doctor. My doctoring is not in hands. It's in music education. And now I'm going to stretch the top side of the forearm. Could do it like this. Could do 2 fingers, or you can just do it on your legs. And then you can do 2 at the same time. Wow! It's a good skill to have. Efficiency. And you just hold it here for a little bit. On today's ASMR drumming stream, where I play everything at piano. Now I'm going to stretch the fingers, so I'm doing thumb to thumb. You could do just 1 at a time, going through, holding here longer than that, but if you do it this way, it goes twice as fast because you're doing both hands simultaneously. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There we go. Okay. It's like very delayed on one of the screens. Trying to catch it up. And ooh, ASMR. Enjoy that pop. Why did I just hear a metronome? What? That's muted, that's muted. That's muted. Yes? Yes, that's muted. Huh. Oh, no. Okay, let's see here. The E8010 is messed up. Let me see. Is it creating a... Yeah, it's making me sound like a robot. Let me fix this. So, no, this one. There we go. Okay, that should have fixed it. Let me see if it worked. Okay, well, that's a bummer. So, the one that I was playing earlier, ding, ding, ding. So you couldn't hear all those notes, because the mic was, like, not going to the correct mic. So it created some weird reverb there. Sorry about that. Well, I'm glad I caught that. Anyways, now I'm going to massage, now that we finished the stretching. So I've got this mic, the condenser, and then the dynamic mic here for like obviously the drums, and then for my voice. And then there's the EAD10, which is the like drum module that is connected to these Yamaha triggers, which you can see right there. So now, and the triggers were not triggering, so you were getting double the mic basically, when, you know, it should have just had one set of mics. So apologies for that. Did not catch that at the beginning. This is what happens when you take, what was it, like a month off from drumming? The programs just like decide to default back to the wrong settings. Way to go, Streamlabs. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm massaging the forearms, just trying to get everything nice and relaxed. And now we're going to do the hands. Ooh. Working away on in the palm with the thumb, and then the fingers are massaging the backside of the hand while I'm doing this. And then the last massage that I'll do is base the tip of each one of the fingers at least 2 times, sometimes 3 or 4, if my fingers are feeling extra tight. Oh, little pop. Enjoy that. Free of charge. Normally I charge several $1,000s for an ASMR experience, but I'm giving it to you for free. Enjoy. And what do I want to do next? Let's see here. We got a bunch of fun patterns that we can do from Dom's book. And we're skipping around today. Okay, so that was pattern 2. Oh, this one's a good one. I love this one. Okay, so what's the speed? 140, and it was musical. Yeah, let's do that again. Let's go slightly faster. We'll go 142. Okay, so what are we doing here? So the pattern is same idea. Okay, make sure that is going through the right mic. So bing, ding, 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 ding is the idea. But instead of playing the ride pattern, you're actually going to play everything, all the short notes on here, while you fill in triplets on the snare. Ghost notes, so it's going to be quiet. And the long notes, like quarter notes and above, are going to be on bass drum and the ride cymbal, while you fill in on the snare drum. Okay, so short is on tom, long is on the bass drum and the ride, and you fill in triplets on the snare drum while you play hi-hat on 2 and 4. Sounds super complicated, but once you get into it, it's like, oh, okay, this isn't so bad. So we're going to go back to my website, jaredoleary.com/drum, and we're going to the Swung charts. I'm going to go at 142, so I'm going to go in here. And we'll do charts 1 through 5. Sure, sounds good. And then with all these play-alongs, all the timestamps are in the description. So we go to 142. And then it'll count me off. And bang, ding, ding. Okay. I'm just keeping time here. But we're not going to obviously use the ride like this in here in a moment. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and. I screwed up the hi-hat. Yikes, I totally lost the hi-hat there on 2 and 4. Okay, let's try this again with chart 2. My brain was just like, nope, it's not gonna work. A 2, a 1, 2, ready, Okay. Yeah, hi-hat is surprisingly the hard part right now. That's interesting. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Here we go. Started reading the wrong part. Okay, it's getting better, but it's still just kind of I'm not too thrilled with my performance on this rip. A 2, a 1, 2, ready, Okay, we survived. The final chart. Again, short notes on tom, long notes on bass and ride, fill in with ghost on snare, 2 and 4 on hi-hat. Okay, just kind of meh. That's all good. Let's see if it impacts the overall average. So the column A is like the average. So on average is musical, but that was just meh. It kind of felt out of control with the hi-hat. So good to know. Can't win them all the time. It's been a while since I played that one. What's another good one? Doop. Bass drum plays a line? Nah. Swung short? Nah. Bossa Nova with paradiddles? That's an interesting one, but nah. Samba plays the feet with unison in the hands? Okay. So let's do a straight pattern. What speed? I did it at 165 last time. Let's try 160. It's been a while since I drummed, so let's go back to my website. And again, this is under the limb independent section, and I'm going to the straight patterns. And since I'm doing it at 160, I'm going to go to this chart playlist, and I'll just kind of pick one. This one, sure. And we go into the timestamps in the description, and then it counts us off. Okay. So what am I doing here? I'm playing a samba pattern in the feet, while you just read the patterns with both hands as double stops. Now I'm doing some extra just like press strokes, so some buzzes, some crushes. You can't really hear them with this drum trigger, but they're there. Just trying to make it more musical. A 1, 2, ready, and... Whoops, read that wrong. That's a fun pattern with the phrase like moving over the bar. I like writing out stuff like that. You'll find a lot of those in these charts since I wrote these. 1, 2, ready, and... Sweet. Chart 44. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Here we go. Ah! Speaking of like phrases going over the bar, that one's a goofy one. You love the cymbals? They're the low volume cymbals. They're great for not annoying everybody in a 2-mile radius. Ah! Okay, yeah, so the cymbals are the Zildjian low volumes, so you can see my hand through them, and they drastically lower the volume of the playing. And then these silent strokes, Remo heads, make it so that, again, you can like, and like my wife can be on the other side of the house, like having a phone conversation, and it won't annoy her or the people she's talking with. So, highly recommend them. Ah! Gravity. Don't worry, folks, it still works. And you can actually find a link to them here. This takes you to /gear, which is where it's got all these different books that I recommend, as well as a link to the cymbals and the silent stroke heads that I was just demonstrating. But anyways, all right, so 160 was fine. It was musical. You couldn't hear it because of the the drum trigger that I'm using. It's a cheaper drum trigger, so it doesn't really pick up the press strokes. Like this is a buzz. So if I do something like that, you don't hear all the notes, etc. Yeah, I highly recommend it. King of Diamonds, like it's a game changer. You could, like I literally can have, my wife can be in like a Zoom meeting entirely. Good morning, Jeffrey. And it can be like, she can be in the next room watching TV while I'm practicing this. And it's like totally doable. Whereas when I like put on actual heads and actual cymbals, good luck. It's not happening. Everyone around you will get annoyed, especially if you live in like an apartment or a like townhouse or something. Like, not gonna be good. Even if you live in like a single family home, it's not good. Speaking of not good, let's do the opposite of not good. Okay, so this pattern that I'm gonna work on, this is a really goofy one. You want a fun one? Try this one. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay, so you know how normally ding, 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 ding. Okay, so the hi-hat is gonna stay the same. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with the feet while you're reading the patterns in 4, 4. So you're still going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. While doing 3, 4 in the feet. So boom, chick, chick, a boom, chick, chick. And you're reading that, okay? So what does that sound like? Well, let's go back here. We're going to go back to the limb independence section on my website. And we're going to the swung charts for this one. I guess you could technically also try this as like a straight pattern, but I'm going to do it swung. And what was my speed? 160? Yeah. Okay, so inside of here, there's 55 drum charts. And I'm just going to kind of pick one at random. I don't think I've done this one today. Pick random ones, and that'll help you to practice sight reading. And timestamps in the description. If you click, it'll count off. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay. So you're still doing 4, 4 in the hand. 2, 1, 2, ready, and... I read it wrong. Now it doesn't line up yet with the feet. If we do it right, it'll line up with the downbeat of the second line of the next chart. 1, 2, here we go. Hearing something weird. I think it's my chair, my throne. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Read that wrong. Ah! 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's hard to get it down, but once you get it, it's like, oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Last chart. For this pattern, at least. Yeah, my throne is squeaky. Need to get some WD-40 or something. 2. Oh, 1, 2, ready, and... Cool. All right, so mostly technically proficient. Had some, whoops, reading errors there, but, you know, hooked on phonics. Did not work for me. Right, so keeping track of how I was playing. It was mostly technically proficient. I had fun with it. Cool, let's go to another one. Another one. Since we're just reviewing, normally what I do is I focus on the ones that sound meh or needs a lot of work. But I'm just kind of skipping around to some fun ones today, because it's been a month since I played drumkit. I know. Shame. What's another good one? Nah, not that one. Do I want to do brushes? Do I want to do... Oh, let's do that one. Hey, this didn't go as good as I think last time. Okay, let's try 185. So the pattern that I'm going to play is one of my favorite ones. So it's very simple. You're going to go right, left, both. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. While you play 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. You can put the long notes, the eighth notes on the, well, technically quarter notes on the ride. If you want to. Or on a cowbell, whatever you want. Needs more cowbell. Okay, so for this one, I need to go back to my website so I can get into the straight patterns. Again, this is in the limb independent section. There's a ton of other stuff like technique, thousands of grid variations, chop stuff. But go to the limb independent section. And we're going to do this at 185. So I'm going to go into these charts, and we'll do charts. I don't think I've done 21 through 25 today. Try and change it up so I'm just constantly sight reading. I'm going to go to 185. Every single click in between, because I'm thorough. And it'll count you off. 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Groovy, right? Alright, and you're just reading the pattern on the snare. 1, 2, ready, and... I like this one. Took a while to work it up. 1, 2, here we go. Those offbeats were weird to work up. But once you get them, they're fun to play. 1, 2, here we go. Cool. 2 more charts. And a 1, a 2, here we go. Oops, I read that wrong. A lot of offbeats on that one. Alright, last chart. And then I should drink some water. Stay hydrated, folks. 1, 2, here we go. Ah. This is where my stick ended up in my hand by the end of that. It's just like slowly sliding away. Okay, it was mostly technically proficient. The biggest issues with that was just reading errors. But again, hooked on phonics did not work for me. So that's just a joke. It's a joke, folks. Do a blast beat? I mean, no. Blast beats are just like one of those weird things where it's like all you're doing is just like literally, well, just like, it's just single strokes. Granted, like the feet, like cool, you could work that up. That's the impressive part. But like with your hands, you're just literally doing single strokes. If you want to work on like speeding up your hands or your feet, if you go back to here, you scroll all the way down into the technique section. Under the endurance and speed playlist, there's a ton of exercises that can help you out with like developing the speed to do really fast single strokes. So check out like the pyramid exercises or I mean any of these in this playlist. Like the way that I learned how to play fast was by playing the stuff slow. So if you want to work on like your singles into your double strokes, like this particular exercise is great for that. And you can go super slow. So I practice this stuff like at 40 and I just went 1 click at a time faster on this. So you start here and just let it count you off and it goes super slow. But eventually, like if you spent like an hour starting at 40 and what speed is this at? So, if you spent an hour on this, you would end up at what BPM? 113, which that's brisk. You can't hear it on your end, but playing fast single strokes and into doubles will help you to refine the technique. So check out that playlist if you're interested in it. But my specialty is like not drum kit. So like I got hands because I did like drumline. But we're working on the kit of the drums. Speaking of, let's do another limb independence thingy. So we did that one. Okay. This one. So this one's technically not in Dom's book, but it's a V pattern. So it's very simple. All you're doing is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So this is just with your right hand. But while you're doing it, you're playing a V pattern. So you're going hi-hat, ride, snare, ride. So it makes like a V, like this. So boom, while you just read through the pattern on your foot, whatever the chart says. And when you're doing this, you can keep like a tenor approach where you're keeping it so that your wrists are staying the same, or you can do like a Julie Spencer technique, which is like used on some mallet solos. Like 2 mallet stuff where you actually turn your wrist over when you're playing it. So it's less arm movement, or you can do it like a tenor player would, whatever you want to do. Okay, so this pattern, super simple, and all you're doing is just reading through the charts on the bass drum, and your left hand is just hanging out for this one. So this is a a little bit less complicated. And last time we did it at 135. Do I want to speed it up? Let's try it at 140. So we're going into straight charts. And I'm just going to go with this one. Sure. Sounds great. Just picking a random one. And we're going to go to 140 for the BPM. And then it'll count me off. One, two, ready, and... So again, this is all you're doing on the right hand. Just chilling the whole time while you read it on the bass. 1, 2, here we go. Read that wrong. Why is it not getting all the snares? Okay, I just adjusted the drum trigger. Hopefully that fixes it. So far, better. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Still not getting all the snares. It seems like it's a specific spot on the head. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Whoa! You did not see that. Yeah, so I was thinking about something else, like, oh, what pattern do I want to do next? And then that, like, messed me up. Whoopsies. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Alright, last chart. We'll do it ASMR style. 1, 2, here we go. Just got goofy at the end. All right. 140. It was fine. Other than a couple of reading errors. I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. I know. I know. Unsub. I get it. So the one I was thinking of doing was... Where is it? Where are you? It's like a paradiddle variation. Seriously, where's it at? Oh, where are you at? Oh, where? Edward, hello! Thank you for the like on the YouTube vertical. Where is this at? So the one I want to do is like a paradiddle variation. I'm not finding it. Let's close these. Paradiddle, where are you? No. Not that one. No. What about... Nope. 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 Am I in an alternative timeline? So the pattern is a paradiddle pa-da-da left. You hate school? Oh, I hear ya. As a former teacher, I do too. It got interesting way too late. Like, the master's was interesting because they started to be like, hey, what do you want to learn? And then the doctorate, they're finally like, what do you want to become a world expert on? And I'm like, how about expertise in relation to music development and then also video games and music? So I did that. Math stands for mental abuse to humans. I constantly had teachers that were like, trust me, you're going to need to know this. Trust me, you're going to need to know this. And they just kept saying that. And guess what? I didn't need to know this. As somebody with a doctorate, I did not use the vast majority of the maths that I learned, which is just unfortunate. What's also unfortunate is I literally can't find this. Where is this pattern at? Oh, there it is. Number 48. Wow. PE stands for pointless exercise. So I disagree on the PE one. So math, like, you have to take 12 years of math, essentially, to get into, like, college. And that's just overkill. But PE is, like, something that you need for the rest of your life to be able to be, like, mentally healthy and physically healthy, etc. But the way that they do PE is not necessarily teaching you how to do that, which is kind of unfortunate. All right, let's try this at 140. So what are we going to do? So I'm going to put this on the bell on the ride. So you're going to play a paradiddle and then left, right, left. And you repeat that. So you can do it slow, like this, or... etc. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. While reading the parts in the bass drum, which is definitely not how you pronounce it, but we went with it. What speed was it? Okay, so 140. So limb independence. In here. Hello, Dawn. I kind of want to like play this one slow, but it's also a fun one to play fast. I've done those. I don't think I've played this one today. But Edward, I hope your day gets better. Hopefully you have a class that's actually enjoyable. For me, the only thing that kept me in school was music class. I signed up for every band, every orchestra that I could be a part of. And I loved it. Oh no, I'm gaming in like 30 minutes. I'm going to finish this and then this pattern, and then we're going to play Portal 2. Phenomenal game. So stay tuned for that in about 30 minutes. But yeah, music was the only class that I actually enjoyed. Most other classes, like, this is a complete waste of my time. 1, 2, ready, and... And again, I say this as somebody with a doctorate. So, like, I went through all of school. I experienced all of it. Most of it was terrible. No. Huh, something feels off with it. Let's go slower. For some reason, this feels weird. Let's do it at 130. I need to figure out what the mental hang-up is with this one. You'd rather do music? Yeah, I hear ya. Music was so much fun. And then I was forced to do math and English and other stuff I didn't care about. 1, 2, ready, and... So, 140 felt out of control. I like how, like, the teachers of those subjects are like, this is the most important thing in your life that you'll ever do. No, it's not. Sarcasm canned in English, not a cool exercise. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... I had a teacher who tried to tell me that math was good for music because of fractions. No, I don't buy it. Most of the time when they were doing that, they're like trying to justify 12 years of math so that way I could understand a concept in music with fractions. It's like, no. That does not justify more than a decade of my life on a subject that I rarely use. Besides the basics. Fortunately, one of the math classes that I took was actually computer programming, and that was actually useful, you know, especially because I became a computer science educator for a few years, in addition to, like, teaching music. Dance stands for disrespectful at night center ever. 6/8 is math. Yeah, that justifies 12 years of my life. last one. You love drumming? It's the best gym workout? Yeah, no joke. Depending on what style you're playing, it can be a full body workout. 1, 2, ready, and... Oh, I already did this one. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, then you would. You knew Susie like I knew Susie, then you would. Cool. So again, that pattern, I'll play the ghost notes higher, but okay, so it's a weird one. But when you put the accents on 1, 2, 3, 4, when you're playing it, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can even do it on like the bell. It sounds really groovy when you're doing that. You dance to the fire alarm going off? We don't need a water. Let that school burn. Don't burn the school down. That's tax dollars being wasted. Okay, so 140, not good. 130, good. Yay! So we chose a more appropriate speed that I was able to play through this. Have you played Cumberson? No, what's that? Is that a game or a song? And I had fun with this one. Cool. So this was a good review. So normally what I would do on these like practice streams is I'd play the ones that I'm not good at, which is what we'll do 2 days from now. So when we come back and work on this, we're going to work on all these ones that say meh on average or needs a lot of work on average. And we're going to skip the ones that are technically proficient, like the Baião one. We already did that one. So we're doing this. School stands for 7 cruel hours of our life. You know, teachers feel the same way. It's a little known secret. Now, these play-alongs, all the charts, all 55 of them, both as straight and swung, can be found on my YouTube, as well as literally a couple thousand different songs or exercises in here to work on your endurance, your speed, your technique. So because I make drumming, gaming, computer science stuff, you go to the Home tab, and if you click on the header, it expands to show you all of the playlists. There's over a dozen hours of drumming tips in here. There's some scripted lessons in here. There's every single one of the live streams, so you can see with the timestamps in the description what I was practicing or how I practice. But with all these playlists, if you just keep scrolling, it just keeps going and going and going. Ty, how you doing on Instagram? Now, if you want to find it organized neater than I can do on YouTube, because I'm limited with it, the first link at the top of every one of these play-alongs, when you like go into here to like click whatever BPM you want, if you want to find it organized, just click on the first link. JaredO'Leary.com/drum is here on the vertical. But this has the 62 chop exercises organized better than what I can do on the tube of you. We've also got all 1,000 plus grid variations, 419 for triplet, 577 for 16th note, and then 36 wacky ones like Hurt the Grid. All the limb independent stuff. Like if you want to see how I was able to play those limb independence patterns that I was just doing, this video shows you step by step each phase to work on to be able to work on that. And you can use the 150 plus timing exercises right here to develop the independence. And then once you get it down, you can use these charts to practice reading through it. Because there's 55 charts here, both straight and swung from slow to very fast. When you're working on this, if you get through like literally play through all 55 of them, by the time you get back to the beginning, you'll have forgotten what you were doing and it'll be fresh again. So you can literally just keep sight reading through them over and over and over, and it will feel new every single time because every chart sounds different. I intentionally wrote them that way, so it'd be a unique sight reading experience. If you play marching bass drum, there's over 460 exercises that can help you out. And then there's a bunch of cadences in here. There's some more stuff that I'm working on score-wise. You can check those out if you march in drumline. But if you want to work on your technique, like let's say you want to work on your endurance and speed for your feet or for your hands. Like when somebody was asking for the blast beats earlier, like playing slow through these endurance and speed exercises will eventually make it so you can play much faster because it'll refine your technique. So use that one. If you want to work on stick control, use that playlist. If you want to work on, I don't know, your 3s and 4 strokes, do that one. Like all these playlists are organized to show you a variety of exercises. Like the endurance and speed one has a ton of different exercises in here that can help out your endurance and speed. There's 60 exercises. And these ones that say members first are all coming out for free. There's a new one daily. So don't feel like you need to sign up, pay for anything. I don't have courses. I don't teach privately anymore. I'm not selling stuff. Like this is all free. So for people who have signed up for membership, it's just early access, but thank you. I appreciate it. But you don't need to do that. All the drumming tips are here. Again, there's over a dozen hours. So when people ask me questions, I put them in here after I've edited them. And then here's some more stuff that can help you out with this. And somebody was asking about my cymbals earlier. If you go to this link under the tips and lessons, or if you just go to /gear on my website, it shows you every book that I recommend, as well as the sticks and like hardware that I use. So like these are the cymbals, the low volume ones. They're great for not annoying people. Same thing with the low volume heads. They feel a little bouncy, a little more reboundy than like a normal head, but they're so worth it because you can actually practice without annoying everybody in a 5-mile radius. And then here are the sticks I'm using. I'm rambling a bunch. I'm going to tear this down and rearrange the room and get ready for Portal 2. So we're going to be playing through that. So streaming a bunch of games at /game if you're interested in that. You can find all the highlight reels here for all the different games we've done, as well as like the full live streams like Portal. So check those out if you're interested in it. But if you don't care about gaming, that's fine. There's over 2,000 drumming videos to keep you busy. But I'm going to call it here. If you like this content, to share it with somebody else. They're all free. So just trying to help the drumming community. As somebody who's been drumming since 1998 and who has a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education, I feel like I have a lot to contribute to the community. So just trying to do that for free. But anyways, I'm going to call it here. I appreciate everybody stopping by. And, Oblivion Remake just dropped. Ooh. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Maybe after the gaming stream. So thank you for that. Anyways, speaking of, I'm going to go get ready for the gaming stream. So goodbye.